उस हवाले से हमने बड़ा वाज़ेह
Union Minister Kiran Rijiju in an interview has said that Rahul Gandhi has become the most dangerous person for India's security because he associates with anti-India forces. He further added that Rahul meets people abroad and at home, Naxalites, extremist ideologies, people like George Soros. Kiran Rijiju has launched another attack on leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi. The government is continuing with its attack and slams on Rahul Gandhi. Kiran Rijiju says Rahul is the most dangerous person for India's security. Let's listen in.
राहुल गांधी आज के दिन में भारत का सुरक्षा के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा खतरनाक इंसान बन गया है। मैं ये क्यों कह रहा है कि राहुल गांधी आज भारत का सुरक्षा के लिए बहुत बड़ा चुनौती क्यों बन गया है? क्योंकि वो ऐसे ताकतों से मिले हुए हैं जो भारत विरोधी है। आप अमेरिका में जाइए, यूरोप में जाइए और देश में भी जो नक्सलाइट लोग हैं, वामपंथी जो एक्सट्रीम ले जाते हैं, ऐसे विचारधारा के लोग, जो सोरोस जैसे लोग, फोर्ड फाउंडेशन से लेकर के कई एनजीओस हैं जो भारत को कमज़ोर करने के लिए षड्यंत्र रचाते रहते हैं। ऐसे लोगों से राहुल गांधी जी का उठना बैठना मिलना जुलना होते रहते हैं।
Harsha is joining us live on the broadcast for more on this. Harsha, we are seeing how the centre is continuously building its pressure and attack on Rahul Gandhi. And now Kiran Rijiju, Parliamentary Affairs Minister, has once again said that Rahul is associating with anti-India forces. You know, Harsha, this has been the accusation and claim from the centre, especially Kiran Rijiju, for a very long time now.
Yes, Priyanka rightly pointed on, and the reason because it is mainly Rahul Gandhi himself. We have seen his act, and he has, disrupted the proceedings of the parliament, how continuously he has spoken, on the anti-India forces, and also his meetings with Naxalites at home and abroad. Also, he meeting people who have tried to taint the image of the India, Viksit India foremost. And that's the reason why Parliamentary Affairs Minister wanted to keep it, crystal and clear that how Rahul Gandhi is not an accurate leader of opposition also, who should take who should take up the issues of the voters, of the constituency, of exactly the issues which matters the most. Rather, Rahul Gandhi has been disrupting and creating chaos in the parliament. Priyanka, we have seen this entire first part of the budget session, how it went in disruption and chaos because of Rahul Gandhi and the act of the women MPs of opposition, guided by Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Gandhi, motivated by them majorly. Prime Minister trying to harm the speaker in his room by barging. That's the act of Rahul Gandhi. And as a leader of opposition, he has miserably failed to deliver what he was supposed to. And that's the reason, which is a recent attack from the Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju, clearly stating that Rahul Gandhi is very dangerous for the country, is very dangerous for the development of the country. Anything which government does on the development of the country, he every time raises question because he doesn't want the country to go forward. Rather, he wants the country to move backward, how it was during the Congress tenure. If we compare GDP, if we compare growth, if we compare development, if we compare infrastructure, if we compare health infrastructure, everything is increasing. That's what Prime Minister Narendra Modi in Rajya Sabha, Kiran Rijiju and JP Nadda have already spoken multiple times. But Rahul Gandhi always questions the government, questions the development, and rather than speaking on the development and the infrastructure issue, he every time has pointed fingers by raising points about China, by speaking about unpublished book, by speaking about the issues that are mere allegations and accusation, which is no evidence on the ground. Back to you.
That's right. Harsha, what in terms of the response coming in from Congress at this point in time?
See, Priyanka, we have spoken to Congress leaders like Supriya Shrinate. We tried to speaking to Jairam Ramesh. We tried to speaking to Surjewala. Whenever their leaders speak something, they are mum. They are silent. They follow like a sheep. They follow like a sheep to Rahul Gandhi, and they have been always following it. They have never used their brains. They have all lost their time and turn, and the opportunity given to them during the budget speech, during the thanks to motion. because of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi didn't allow any one leader to speak on any of the motion of thanks, rather it be budget speech or the thanks of motion of the president. They have just been following Rahul Gandhi and they align with what statement Rahul Gandhi continuously makes. Yes, they are the opposition parties of the Congress allies like TMK, like TMC, like Samajwadi Party. Yes, they surely have stated that yes, Parliament should run smoothly. These are not the important issues. The important issues are the ground issues, the constituency issues. But if we talk majorly about Congress Party, they always make accusations of the center government. They have never believed the development, progress, and the structure and the strategy which government has applied for the strategic economic growth inward and outward, be it domestic, be it internationally. The growth chart which have been given by government continuously and presented in the floor of the house,
Okay.
they have never believed it. Rather, they have questioned it mostly. Back to you.
Archana, thank you for giving us those details there. I've been joined by BJP leader Shehzad Poonawalla also on the phone line. Shehzad, how do you react to these developments coming in? Because we have seen time and again how centre is launching its sharp attack, and Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiren Rijiju also saying, once again, reiterating his stance that Rahul Gandhi has been anti-India. He has mixed up with the several anti-India elements as well. And of course, the reasons coming in from the Congress party that the centre is trying to sabotage the event.
In Pratyaksham Kim Pramanam, when there is direct evidence that Rahul Gandhi is working as an agent of Soros, he is hand in glove with elements of Soros, and he uses their content and tries to betray and berate Bharat on every platform. When the economy is, he says economy is dead. When democratic institutions are being hailed across the world, he says democracy is dead. Then when India has given befitting response to Pakistan in Operation Sindoor or in Galwan to China, he says that Indian armed forces are not being able to respond. He quotes from a book which has not been published, and that lie is also busted. Then he takes Parliament to hostage because of his tantrums and antics and the manner in which he has been constantly on a Bharat Badnami brigade. Then what else will you say this? And in Modi Virod, they descend into India Virod, Bharat Virod. This has been shown time and again. Didn't Rahul Gandhi go abroad and say that I want US and UK to intervene as India's democracy is dead? Didn't Rahul Gandhi say that the Indian state is what I am fighting against? Didn't Rahul Gandhi say that Sena ki pitai hui hai, for which the Supreme Court said ki bhai, no Indian speaks like this? Didn't Rahul Gandhi lie on the Rafale deal when the courts have come down heavily on him? So whether it's the Sena, whether it's the Samvidhan, whether it's the Indian state, whether it's our Samprabhuta, Rahul Gandhi attacks it.
Right. Thank you, Shehzad, for joining us. And viewers, those are the developments coming in at this point in time. With that, let's get you a roundup of